just doing a short little okay, it looks like something's not working right. Give me a sec. Okay, there it is. There it is. Hello. Just doing a quick little study session. Let's open up the textbook. Got through this last time. Koko, soko, asoko, doko. Okay, yeah. Did this last time. Suaru, benkyou suru, kuru. Taberu, hiru, nomu, yeah. Hito, hajimemashite desu, yeah. Shashinka, sugoi, kawaii, no, kakoi. Watashi, chi, no, sai, sorry. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. The demonstrative pronouns kono, sono, ano, dono are the koso to words we learned about before. Kono, this, sono, that, ano would be that as well. And then dono would be what? Okay, yeah. This, that over there. This, that, this. So this close, that far, that out of reach. So kono tabletto, sono microphone, ano lamp, dono. はじめまして。Okay, so here's the pen. So no at ano and dono is so dono would be like dono penu dono kono penu lapis pen. はじめまして is used in introduction meeting for the first time. Roughly, nice to meet you carries deep sense of respect. One. Ga are often difficult for learners. One ga, I don't remember the reasoning behind them, but I know more or less when to use one over the other. So let's see. Ga marks the subject, introduces new information with emphasis. Wa marks the topic, provides general info. However, the uses of these particles vary depending on the context and emphasis the speaker wants to convey. It's essential to observe their usage in various contexts to fully understand the nuances. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay, counters. Japan has different counters. 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 Yep. Okay, so counter. Is that one up here? Psi. Yeah, that's psi. Psi uses up the number. The counters include. Yeah. That I think is key. The kanji for key. And things, flat things, photograph t-shirts, which is for. Okay, so it's not voiced what it is. I wanted to take notes on that, but it's not voiced, so I don't know what kana it is. I can figure that out later. So this one's gonna be psi. I already wrote it wrong. Amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna do it like. Okay, yeah, I've got it. I've got it. That's psi, which is ears. 25歳。私は25歳です。So that's gonna be, once again, this is key. Long counter. I-E, okay. And then for flat things, I don't really know how to pronounce it, but we're gonna write it anyway. Flat counter. Okay. There's a lot of counters. A lot of counters. For individual objects. Is that one? It's not in this list. Omitting subject sentence is often omitted when it's clear the context. Yeah, I know this. Casually cool in conversation. Kakoi, meaning good appearance. Stylistic cool. Kakogai. Kakoi, yeah. I didn't even know kakoi had a longer form. Yuki-chan, この人がサムです。サムよ。ゆきちゃん、この人がサムよ。はじめまして、サムです。写真家です。よろしくお願いします。へえ、すごい。写真家はかっこいいねよね。私はゆきです。5歳です。よろしくお願いします。Okay, so do I want to write out photographer? I'm writing out photographer. I don't want to, but I'm gonna. Misk. Okay. I thought about taking digital notes with like tablet, but I'm not really gonna go through those files, but I will flip through this book, you know. I wish I had kept up with studying back during the lockdowns, because I forgot so much. And only thing I've really still got is listening comprehension and kana. And that's not great because I forgot so much vocab. I made that just long enough, okay? Shashingo. Shashingo. Photographer. Well, Shashin is photograph. So it's pretty easy to figure out what photographer is. Let me see. Wait a sec. Trying to see if I can get the link. Okay, real quick, I'm sending the link to some friends. You know, just in case they want to see it. Yeah, so I made so this is a common mistake I found out looking more into like learning languages. A lot of language learning is based on how the kids in the native country learn the language, right? And so it's a little modified. But essentially, they will start teaching your vocabulary, sentence structure, conjugation, formulating your own responses, writing, and then they'll start teaching you kanji. And then they focus on kanji. When you are not immersed every day, you're not watching Japanese TV, you're not reading Japanese signage, books, letters, whatever, if you're not immersed in it, you shouldn't go right into kanji. You should stick words you use often. Once you know a word reflexively, then learn the kanji for it. We shouldn't be jumping straight into kanji. We should be studying vocab. Because vocab makes us more confident listening and interacting with the medium of Japanese language. So you want to take a step back from the traditional teaching method, and you're going to want to dive into vocab. And as you get comfortable with the vocab, that's when you learn the kanji. I realized this when I was talking to teachers from Japan, how they teach the language there, and then how they're learning English. And so we don't have kanji. They are not doing any of this kanji learning for English, right? They're learning vocab, and they're doing that through immersion and practice. But when you're doing Japanese, for some reason, in classes, we stop doing immersion, we stop doing sentence practice, and we're just doing kanji drills. We are doing kanji drills for hours in these textbooks and these classes. Yes, you should be studying outside of the class, but the class is where you're getting the best feedback for constructing with the language. This is where your sentences are getting inspected, your misconceptions are being corrected. It's kanji drills you can do anywhere. I just don't think Japanese is taught in the most efficient way because it has that third character set with kanji. And kanji has the kinyomi, kanji has multiple readings. Let's see where that is here. And because it has, let's see, kanji. It has the onyomi and kunyomi. So, kanji has a lot of contextual readings. And if you learn all the kanji, you will not know all the vocabulary. But, I know sashin. I don't know what these two kanji are. I don't know what this individual word is. I don't know what this individual word is. But I know what shashin is. I can recognize these kanji. And if I come across this individual word in like a manga, if I come across the individual kanji, I at least recognize a part of it. I can dive into the word, and because I already know a part of it, it makes a neurological pathway that links it together better. So essentially just the way Japanese is taught in English is just... It's like trying to teach someone to fish by teaching them how to make their own synthetic line. You know, it's a bit backwards. Yuki desu. If that makes any sense. So let's see. Okay, that's not bad. I'm just posting out the link to some friends. Yeah, it's really frustrating because like life gets busy. Learning vocab and kanji at the same time, when kanji doesn't help you with vocab all that much, but vocab lets you enjoy the language more, kanji is like a weight. It's a distraction from learning the language. Like, you should learn as you go with kanji. It's not really efficient how it's currently handled. And there we go. So, it's just a little backwards. Like, we don't get the immersion kids in Japan learning their own language get. So, the kanji drills are kind of a detriment to the learning process. Like, especially for people who are busy. Like, I was learning in college and the lockdowns happened, several classes got canceled, and I had to make up a lot of ground and I couldn't study. I could only listen. That's why I could make it around with directions, but asking for directions was really difficult when I was in Japan. So, minasan, yeah. Gohan, ban gohan, yeah. Scooter, yeah, to make. Curry rice, ski, hai, daikobutsu. Yeah, like, see this? So, dai, big, ski. This is the kanji from ski, like, and this is the kanji from tabemono. Daikobutsu, I think dai is the only one that I already knew the, like, specific reading for. But I wouldn't have known this was ko, and I wouldn't have known this was butsu, but I would have known this meant favorite food, because dai, big, number one, like ichiban, dai, like great, like food. That's what these kanji tell me, and I know that because I know these words. I don't know this because I know these kanji. I know these kanji because I know the words associated with them. Like, I wouldn't know the reading, but I know the meaning. So I'm going to write this one down as well. Dai. I'm going to do the kana and the kanji. Daiko butsu. My dai looks really bad. So it doesn't like ko, but whatever. See, those are on the top. Pretty easy. And this is favorite. My English handwriting is so bad, I'm actually going to need the kanji to tell what I wrote. Whoops. What did I stab into my hand? See? Can you see that? The stream's lagging behind. Give me a sec. Let's see in OBS. My English handwriting looks not like English. Because they taught us cursive in 3rd grade, right? When I was like 8 years old. And then they didn't let us use it again. Like, we had to stop using cursive. So, I would have rather they take cursive out of the curriculum and force us to learn another language. Because when you're 8, you want to do all these cool things, right? You want to learn a foreign language, but your parents don't have the money, you know, whatever. So if you started teaching like a foreign alphabet, like completely alien to English, like no romantic languages, no, none of the Scandinavian languages with similar roots with Frisian, like kids would pick this up so fast. We had to fill entire notebooks with cursive, like multiple notebooks. It's crazy. And then they don't let you use it. And then your handwriting ends up looking like this. Like, my entire generation writes English like this if they learned cursive. Because it got beaten into our heads when we were like 8, so it just stuck. Itadakimasu, ja, daikobutsu, oishii. Yeah, I know oishii. Everybody says watashi no tabemono wa oishii desu. No, watashi no ryori wa oishii desu. I really just want to cook for someone else every single day, you know? Like, I cook for myself, but I'm gonna be honest, I am fine eating baked chicken, rice, and like water fried vegetables. Like, I fry it in its own sweated out water. I don't even need oil. Like, because the time and effort I put into anything more than like noodles or a sandwich isn't really worth it for myself, you know. Gochi so samashita. That's chi, right? Check in the chart. Gochiso samadesta. Gochiso samadesta. Gochiso samadesta. Gochiso samadesta. I'll write that. Go chi so samadesta. Thank you for the meal. And my English is once again worse than my Japanese. Minasan. Okay, so I'm actually gonna write down Mina. I didn't catch that earlier. So Mina gets shortened with the kanji. So that's Mina, like shorter. Mina, no, no, like flat sound, you know. That's everybody. Yeah, everyone. So, yeah, like, my English doesn't even look like English. Like, that's not even legible even if the camera was focused. Minasan, both Japanese words, mean everyone. Minna is more casual and is often used among friends. Minasan is more formal and typically used in public or professional settings. Yep. Settings. The all particle is direct object of the sentence. For example, Ringo o tabemashita means I ate an apple. By the sentence, Ringo is the direct object and is marked by the particle o. Note that this character is used as a particle and is pronounced as o instead of wo. Whoa. To talk about the action that happened in the past, you need to conjugate the verb into its polite past form. If you know the must form of the verb, you can replace this part with mashita. In the dialogue example, skurimash to make becomes skurimashita, I made. So, watashi wa bangohan o sukurimashita. I made dinner. Kyou wa bangohan o sukurimashita. Today I made dinner. Like it, ski, ga ski. So, anata ga ski. I like you. Ringo ga ski. I like apples. So if you're an English speaker and you watch this, what was it? Subject. So, sakana wa tabemashita. Subject, object, verb. So Japanese is subject, object, verb. I ate fish. Subject, object, verb. No. Subject, verb, object is English. So SVO. So Japanese is just kind of flop English and you're good. Once you figure that out, listening to it becomes a lot easier. It doesn't really help with thinking it in your head because you're so used to speaking English, you know? Like, I can take in Japanese, others are saying really easy. I was eavesdropping a lot on my trip to Japan, but I wasn't exactly an erudite speaker. Watashi no nihongo wa chotto hanashimasen demo kimasu. Kimasu would be to listen. I can listen or I can hear. Let me check. No, that's to come. In Kiku. Kikoemasu. No, that would be I can. Well, that would be wakarimasu. Or rikai dekimasu. So like, choto wakarimashita. Let's see. I like that. Note that ski is not technically a verb, but rather an adjective. Yeah, I know. To express that. Well, actually, I don't really. The word structures, I don't remember what they were called until like I started learning Japanese again. So. Okay, so gaski, to express what you like, you can simply place ga, ski after a noun or a verb in its dictionary form. For example, neko ga ski. Neko. I'm gonna write neko down because I keep telling myself I'll remember this kanji, and then I don't remember it. It's like, oh, I'll remember neko. I have a cat. I don't remember neko. I did that curve backwards. Okay, so it doesn't matter if your kanji is ni, it matters that you do it in the right shape, because if you do a curve backwards, it's just not going to make any sense. Neko. Yes. Neko. once again, my English is atrocious. Nickel. Cat. My English is absolutely horrendous. Okay, so. Yomugaski. Yomugaski. That's I like to read. I don't remember why I remember this kanji. I don't remember why I remember the word it means. But I remember it. So I'm going to write this down too. Yomugaski. Yomu. Is it yoru to read? Or is it yomu? Let's see. It's yomu. Yoru is night. Yeah, it's just been hard to find time to study. I like talking it out. So what I did in college is I was my audience for my notes, right? I was my audience for my studying. I rewrote textbooks by hand for myself. I didn't do the whole textbook, but I would go through, summarize the key points for myself. I would get the hardest problems that had only one or two different functions in calculus, and I would do those all the way through. And then I would check them. I would check them with the professor. I would get an explanation for why I was wrong. I would start to figure out why I was understanding things wrong, and I would explain my misunderstanding out and correct it to myself. So when I came back to my notes, I could just skim it, and I would be good. So, kind of being able to talk out what I'm saying helps me study. And so this is kind of like a visual audio textbook for me, what I'm doing here. And I figured I might as well share it if I'm going to record it at all. Hit, ho, hi, and are slightly different ways to say yes. Hi is commonly formal, yep. Casual or informal. So, commonly used as friends or peers. So I know I'm just reading a textbook right now, but I need the refresher. Particle guys use informal questions. For example, 食べますか? Did you eat? In the sentence, guys use the no particle is a possessive particle used to indicate ownership. For watashi no neko, for the particle no, the cat belongs to me. Itadakimasu is said before each meal to express gratitude for the food. After the meal is finished, gochiso sama deshita. Gochiso sama deshita is to express further gratitude for the meal. Both of these phrases show appreciation for the food and those who prepare it. Mia bangohan o sukurimashita. Samu-san, curry rice wa suki desu ka? Hai, suki desu. Watashi no daikobutsu desu. Daikobutsu desu. Like I said, I know what this means. I don't know how to read. I don't know how to say this. I know what it means. Daikobutsu desu. じゃあ、いただきます。いただきます。おいしい。おいしい。ごちそうさまでした。I keep trying to default to こちらこそ。God, he's got expensive taste. San, こんにちは、こんにちは。一緒何かしませんか？今日は暇です。今日は暇です。 私もです。新しい本を買いたいです。近くに本屋さんはありますか？うん。ここから15分くらいです。So, hima, free. Writing this down. I need to stop starting with the kana. The kana are easy. I need to start the kanji. So this is hima, free. That's easy, straightforward, simple. Simple. Isho. Yep, together. That's an easy kanji because I've done part of it before. That's E with the 2 with the sho. So the little 2 draws out the sound. Isho. Or does it emphasize the next consonant? Karimasan. Honya-san. I don't know. Honya, I understand, but I don't know why it's Honya-san. Like Honya-san, like Mr. Bookstore. That's what it sounds like to me, but I also don't really know what I'm talking about. So, Honya. So if you look at Honya, that kanji kind of looks like somebody under an awning. Like it looks like somebody wearing a hat under an awning. And I messed it up already. Whatever. You see? Yeah. A little guy under an awning. That's Honya song. Once again, absolutely atrocious English. Like, you can't even read that. You'd have a better chance figuring out what the Japanese means than reading that English. Like, what am I doing? It's crazy. Atarashi, that's new. I know the kanji, but I'm gonna write it. Atarashi. Let's see. So, I know this isn't the most efficient way for me to study vocab, but this is more entertaining for me. Ta-da-shi. New. Once again, terrible English. Let's see. Station is eki. How would I say this? When I was in Japan, I was near Shin Osaka Station. Shin Osaka Eki. Why am I just blanking, staring at it? E. That's Eki. Station. Station. And then kara from, yeah, kara. America kara. Watashi wa America kara. Watashi wa America人です。私、アメリカからアメリカ人です。That's red. This is blue. That Japanese is also bad. Well, I think I'll call it here. I went over the time I had planned, but